Hello, welcome. And today I'll be talking something which is very common but yet quite disturbing. Why are you coughing at night? Some people don't cough during the day, but then start hacking once they are in bed. Several conditions can cause this, and some have a common culprit: gravity. Yes, that gravitational force which we talk about in maybe physics or other engineering subjects. That gravity also plays in the human system when it comes to coughing. We'll deal with gravity in detail in my subsequent slides. However, the common triggers: several health issues are associated with nighttime coughing. These are some of the most common, like post-nasal drip, gastroesophageal reflux disease, or in short, what is called GERD, and other health issues can trigger nighttime coughing spells. Now, post-nasal drip. Post-nasal drip describes a constant trickle of mucus from the upper airways, the sinuses, and throat. In the daytime, when you are upright, these fluids drain naturally with the help of gravity. As I said, I'll be talking about the gravity. Now that gravitational force pulls down that fluid and you swallow and clear them. When you lie down, you lose the help of that gravitational force or gravity, and mucus collects at the back of the throat. If mucus lands on the vocal cord in the throat, or if you inhale some mucus and it enters the lungs, it triggers a wet cough that produces phlegm or mucus, explains Dr. Neil Bhattacharya, an otolaryngologist at Harvard Health. Why are you coughing at night then? One of the reasons can be GERD, or what is called gastroesophageal reflux disease, or in layman language or common man language as we know it to be a gastric. Now, stomach acid generally is squeezed down into the intestine when the stomach contracts or is pulled down by gravity. However, when the circular muscle between the stomach and the esophagus fails to tighten properly, acid can squid back, irritating the lining of the esophagus and structures in the throat. This backwash is called a reflux. When you lie down, acid doesn't flow naturally into the intestine and can reflux even more easily. When acid gets back on the vocal cords, you start to cough. In severe cases, acid gets into the windpipe and causes wheezing. GERD can cause a dry cough that may or may not be accompanied by a burning feeling or pain in your chest. The other reason may be medication side effects. Some drugs, for example, ACE inhibitors such as captopril, lisinopril, or enalapril, which are used to treat high blood pressure and heart diseases, can cause a frequent dry cough as a side effect. In the daytime, it might feel more like a need to clear your throat when you are on ACE inhibitors or such kind of drugs, and at night, it's much worse. Can cough shows a warning sign for heart failure? Heart failure is the term for gradual decline in the heart's ability to pump enough blood to meet your body's needs. When the heart is not pumping well, fluid backs up and seeps into other tissues. In the daytime, when you are upright, gravity forces the fluid into the lower extremities. But when you lie down, some fluid builds up in the lungs, which makes you cough. A dry cough at night may be one of the first signs of heart failure. What you should do: one doesn't simply cough and sleep in the same night. When a new nighttime cough lasts for more than a week, see your doctor to rule out the most dangerous causes like heart failure. Your doctor can also review your prescription for potential side effects that might lead to a cough, like usage of ACE inhibitors or others, and swap out a medication if necessary. Those causes are not too hard to suss out, but it can take a bit of trial and error to figure out if GERD or gastroesophageal reflux disease or post-nasal drip is causing nighttime coughing. I'll typically recommend a month of treatment for one or the other depending on symptoms and see if the person gets better, says Dr. Bhattacharya, an otolaryngologist with the Harvard Health. If one avenue doesn't work, we can try the other. It's better than doing an expensive diagnostic test that requires anesthesia. What should you do? GERD treatment involves dietary modifications, avoiding foods and drinks that seem to make your gastroesophageal reflux disease symptoms worse, plus drugs that suppresses acid such as omeprazole, lansoprazole or pantoprazole. For post-nasal drip, treatment involves medication that either thins mucus secretion or dries up the mucus production. Other things you can do in addition to medical treatment, these strategies might help reduce nighttime coughing, that is, sleep on a wedge pillow. The elevation helps you swallow secretions better and make it harder for stomach acid to reflux. Use a room humidifier. This is especially helpful in the winter when dry air makes secretions thicker. A humidifier can break them up and thin them out, says Dr. Bhattacharya. Stays upright after eating. Wait an hour or two before you lie down. Most of us, just after having our lunch or dinner, we lie down. That should be avoided. Keep cough drops handy. If you wake up coughing, sit up and suck on a cough drop to calm an irritated throat. Try some honey. Have a teaspoon of honey or put some in a cup of decaffeinated tea. Some people find that honey can soothe a sore throat and suppress a cough. And at the very least, it can be a comforting treat. Now, that was about how to manage coughing at night. However, a disclaimer, no content on this site, regardless of date, should ever be used as a substitute for direct medical advice from your doctor or other qualified clinicians. Thank you for watching. Hope this educational info is useful to you. For more of such informative, relevant, useful, helpful and practical medical tips for you, your near and dear ones, please subscribe to the channel. The subscription button is on the right hand side corner bottom. Please click that button to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and please share and comment, put your comments and views. Okay, what we know or what one must know and the universe knows is, amongst all the medicines, laughter is the best medicine because it costs nothing. So before I sign off, here is today's laughter dose.
I hate verbs in English. I dance, you dance, he dances. Why? Is he dancing more than me? I don't think so.
That was about today's laughter dose. I hope you have liked the presentation. See you soon with my next presentation. Till then, goodbye and good night.